I am the body at the start madine. We have to go to.
Correct.
I am not the body.
Correct. Howdo.
So, but premature learner, if he goes to that, I am not the body ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೊರಟೋದಾಗ, then he will definitely loosen the understanding of actually what is there, the importance of the body ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮರೆತು, he will not give importance to the body. Correct. When you don't give importance to the body, then he can't understand the paramarthika satya also. Correct. So this I am not the body ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. That is
So what exactly is the question? The question here is, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness, the reality. So now, to go to this pure consciousness, that reality, I have to go through the body, I have to use the body, then I have to go transcend the body, right? Without going through the body, without using the body, it won't be possible. The stone cannot get realization. The animals cannot get realization. Only human being can get the realization, because human body is there, where intellect is there. That intellect only has to be used.
Forms should be respected.
The form should be respected. Form should be used. Form should be maintained until you realize, for realization purpose.
Person who have come before the Gnana, they have come there and they don't give importance to the body. Then
so the question, the thing is, the journey, spiritual journey is from outer to the inner, which means outer is the world, inner is the body and the mind, to the beyond, outer, inner, and beyond. That's how journey happens. So somebody gets Gnana, okay, he has not gone to inner, he just goes to the outer, then he says, I'm not the body. Then he'll suffer only. He will suffer. From outer, journey has to be inner. From inner, it has to be beyond. You cannot skip the inner to go beyond. Right? It is like this. Somebody has fallen into water and he is drowning. Now he wants to come out. He can't come out of water, jump into the shore. He has to swim in water and come out. We have identified the body and mind. You have to swim in the body and mind. you have to handle the body and mind. You have to understand within the body and mind from complex the reality. Then go beyond. If somebody skips this, then his understanding will be false. Then he'll have a fake understanding. It will not be real understanding. Right?
I want the body, but I need the body.
You need the body for realization. That's why the body is called very important. Sharira matram khalu dharma sadhanam. All dharma sadhana has to be done with the body.
Teaching is also important. I'm not the body. Teaching is also.
No. I'm not see, the question here, I'm not the body is important, but body is my vehicle. Vehicle has to be proper for my journey. You cannot have travel in a damaged vehicle. Right? The vehicle is very important for my spiritual journey. That's why we have developed yoga, meditation, pranayama, all those things for maintaining the body, and Ayurveda for maintaining the body in a good condition for ultimately enlightenment. So the body is the vehicle. Body is the temple. The vehicle and temple has to be maintained. You have to do journey from outer to inner and then beyond. Somebody skips the journey, it won't work. Just because somebody told you are not the body, mind, intellect, and you think you are not the body, mind, intellect, first of all, you can't handle that situation.
So people cannot come here. I mean, they cannot jump in the evolution.
They can't jump now.
They have to go through the evolution to come here.
The outer to inner to beyond. Somebody seems to have gone suddenly. That's only because if somebody has said, oh, that guy got enlightened suddenly, he didn't go through inner journey. He would have done the inner journey in the earlier life or somewhere. But you cannot skip. From outer, you have to go to inner, understand your mind, understand what's happening within your body mind complex, and become a sakshi. Then only you have to come out. You can't jump. But repeating a million times, I'm not the body, mind, intellect.
When you understand that you are the body, to come to the middle part. When you are inside the body, you using the body.
Yeah.
Is it permission? Is it create something?
What is create something?
Create health.
Yeah, that's right. So the question here is,
because everything is mithya, but
no. Everything, see, the thing is, everything you have to go in a step. So I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the, I can neglect the body. You can't. You have to take care of the body, right? So the journey happens in stages.
prarabdha karma do anything
I'm saying, if no. See, first question is, first, always all the people, they live in the world as the I am the body. Because I am the body, nobody has to be told. Right? I am the body, everybody thinks they are the body. So it's actually common misconception or common knowledge. I am the body, from that I am the body. Body is my vehicle, body is my temple, has to come. Next step. That's next step, jump. Now temple has to be maintained, vehicle has to be maintained, otherwise I can't do journey. Right? So I am the body to, body is my vehicle for sadhana. Sharira matram, khalu dharma sadhanam. All sadhana dharma should happen through body only. That's why I have to take care of the body and maintain it. Then finally, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. Then what will happen? The body, mind, intellect is not mine. It's a part of the nature. Nature will take care. So up to that point, as long as your slightest idea that I am the body, or slightest adnana that I'm not, I'm a body, the maintenance of the body is your responsibility.
So understanding health, creating health, or manifesting the health,
taking care of your body mind complex till you realize fully is required. Now, there are people like Ramana Maharshi type of people. I'm not the body, they're sitting. Ramana Maharshi goes and sits in Tiruvannamalai near the temple. The mosquitoes are so much, they start eating the body. So he stays, I'm not the body. Right? Children are coming, throwing stones at him. Sits. Half the body is eaten by mosquitoes. He's not bothered. But please understand here, he is not sitting, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not, that concept is not sitting. He is sitting as Brahman. That's why body is not affecting. The other way. He is sitting with the jnana that I am Brahman. He is established I am Brahman. That's why body is ignoring. If he is the slightest concept that I am the body, then he'll get up and run.
Which standpoint
what is his inner standpoint? His inner standpoint is I am Brahman. Okay? He is staying as Brahman, he is staying not staying as a body. Body is not even a temple or a vehicle for him now. It's already gone. That's why mosquitoes are eating, children are throwing stones. He is not bothered. But if you have slightest doubt that I have slightest idea that I am the body, it has to be taken care of now. Otherwise, how will you go to the Brahman?
There is a question of creating something. There is a question.
So, Prarabdha Karma keeps on coming to me.
Except what is it coming?
Okay. So the question is, I'll put it simple question. Say, there's a health issue. Whatever is there as per Prarabdha Karma will happen. Right? Then what is the question of taking care? All right. See, this question comes. This question is actually partial view of life. What has to happen will happen. So why do we get up in the morning? Why do we brush our teeth? Why do we eat some food? We are applying this logic of Prarabdha Karma taking care selectively. Selective logic. If you say Prarabdha Karma will take care of me, everything, non-selectively, that's fine. You cannot be selective.
Guruji, your talk on that spiritual bypass is the answer to this.
Spiritual bypass, I am going to talk. So you cannot do something you can take it, something you can't take it. Don't do that. Either wholesale is Prarabdha Karma. Tomorrow morning I will not get up from my bed. Whatever happens, I will not get up from bed. If Prarabdha Karma makes me get up, I'll get up. Then somebody will come and kick, will get up. It's okay. That's a part of Prarabdha Karma. That's okay. Right? Do everything wholesale. See, this cannot be something 50-50. Selective cannot be. Are you selective? When your son goes to school, you are taking care of him. Prarabdha Karma should take care of him, no? Right? So I'll give you an example of how people take care of Prarabdha Karma. Okay? You cannot be selective in that. Either you say completely I surrender to God, Ishvara, or I'll take care of myself until I surrender, until I merge with Ishvara. Right? Some some borderline responsibility is problem. Mata Amritandamai, she was a young child. She was singing bhajans of God's name in the house, and she was kicked out from the house. A young child of 8 or 10 year old, a girl child, being kicked out of the house. Where she'll go? There's no place to go. It's a horrible situation. She goes to seashore only. She's in seashore. But she sings bhajans of God. She is not bothered. Prarabdha karma, God will take care. Not even looking for food. Not even asking, give me some food also. God will take care. Completely surrendered to God. Completely prarabdha karma is surrendered. No. Please take care of. Give me some food, and then I'll be in seashore. No. In that full surrender, what happens? One cow comes and gives milk to her mouth. One eagle comes, drops one fish. No, I don't want fish. I want masala dosa. It doesn't work in prarabdha karma. What comes, you have to accept. Right? So you have to accept fish also, raw fish also. You'll eat. Then sleeping, there's no house, there's no roof. So she'll sleep on the floor. Then one dog comes and becomes her pillow. No, I don't want dog. I want at least one pillow. Accept what comes as it is. No judgment. The moment you bring judgment, ego is already come in. Either you're on this side or on that side. Selectively, some convenient things you can't do that side. So if you do everything, drop everything to prarabdha karma, become a sannyasi, monk. Sannyasi he should not have anything for tomorrow. Only live for today. If somebody gives him 10 rupees, if it's 1 rupee sufficient for him, use the 1 rupee and 9 rupees you give it back to somebody. Don't live for tomorrow. Live for now. Because what is required for tomorrow, God will give you. No concept of doership, no worship. See, this is practically not possible for householder. Okay? The householder prescribed way of living is karma yoga, not karma tyaga. Okay? So what happens in karma yoga? You do everything as offering to God, do the best of your ability, perform your duties. You don't abandon anything, including duty for your body and mind complex. But you don't get attached to result. That's karma yoga. But if you become monk, the monk doesn't have hospital. Wherever he has to go, he falls. It's God will take care. Death and life is in God's hand. And he has no other commitment also, no other family members. If he, many times what happens, I can live for according to God, but my family, somebody depend on me, no, I have to take care of them, no. So then what happens? Your duty comes into picture, and duty comes into picture, karma yoga comes into picture. Then you do everything without a doership. That is called, that's as good as sannyasa for a householder. For householder, karma yoga is the prescribed way of living. Do all your duty, take care of all your responsibility, everything understanding. Here the teaching is Naham Karta, Haridev Karta. God alone is doing through me. I'm saying, why should I create? If you apply logic selectively, it's a failure. For some things you apply, something. For everything you say, everything God is doing, this question itself doesn't come there. Why it doesn't come into picture? I'm saying, if you don't have any concept of doing anything, God is taking care. This question itself will not come. The question is coming, I have to do something or should not do something. If everything is God is a doer, I'll do duty, what is prescribed, the best of my ability, live karma phala to God, no problem. The duty is for your family members, for yourself, the duty is there. You have to take care of it. As an offering to God. That's called karma yoga. But it cannot be selective. It has to be total. The moment you become selective, so then already ego is playing a game. I'll do something. This has to be done. But I won't do something because God will take care. It doesn't work that way. It has to be total surrender. Right? The total surrender is possible much easier for a monk because there's nobody else who will depend on him. The total surrender internally is possible for a householder, but externally there are people depend on you. That's why karma yoga is the prescribed way for a householder. So that's why Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, karma yogi who is a householder, and sannyasi, both are same. Their behavior, action behavior may be different. So if you are really surrendered to God, whatever is required to you will come at that time. Even in householder, as householders. That's why it said yoga kshemam mohamyam. It'll take care. Total surrender to God, doing the best of your duty for family and for yourself, but without getting attached. So the question you have to ask is this vehicle required for liberation? And what is required for this vehicle for liberation? Do I take up a bath in the morning? Do I take food in the afternoon? What do I do for this vehicle? How much I should do? How much I should not do is the question. There the discrimination comes. Discrimination you have to apply. Without indiscriminate, you should not do anything. Okay. Sometimes for getting something in life, I have to put a lot of effort. Right? And what I get is little, in return is little, nothing. That's what happens in our life, right? Everything we do, say, for the sake of happiness, job, marriage, children, everything we do for us, ultimately realize that that doesn't give me happiness. That means a lot of effort is put, result is not. So there's always a trade-off between the effort and what I get out of that. For Atma Dhyana, whatever effort you get, ultimately the infinite, the bliss, you'll attain bliss. So whatever is required for Atma Dhyana, to the extent you have to decide, is this required or not required? That's called discrimination. Surrendering to God is not being indiscriminate. Surrendering to God, apply your discrimination properly also. Is this worth doing? I'm saying is, okay, the question I'll put in a simple way. I have a health problem. I mean, I put it in some way. I have a health problem. Do I have to get rid of health problem? I surrender to God. So now, whatever your sadhana you are able to do, irrespective of the health problem, then the question is not there. Whatever your spiritual journey you are able to do with that health issue, if you are able to do, then it's a no-brainer. Now this health issue is affecting my spiritual journey. Then you need to do something about it, because your whole question is about spiritual journey, right? The vehicle is creating obstacle for my spiritual journey. Then I need to do something about it. Now vehicle is not creating any obstacle for my spiritual journey. Don't bother about it. So when God takes care, also means God takes care through you. The inner wisdom comes to you. Is this a bottleneck for my spiritual journey? If it is not, don't bother about it. If it is causing bottleneck for me, should I do something about it? Do it, because God only operates through you also. God is not operating separately from you, no. Finally, the decisions also come from you, but decisions come from a clear mind, a proper discrimination. Suppose you say, I have a nose problem. I want to look good. Can I do a plastic surgery? If you want to look good, but that's the objective, look good, plastic surgery. Means everything is an objective, right? What is the objective? To look good. But I don't, my nose is not looking good. Is it affecting spiritual journey? Don't bother about nose. It's irrelevant. But there is some health issue for me. You have to ask the question, is it blocking your spiritual journey? Whatever you're performing, is it blocking you? Then you have to correct it. That's the discrimination. If it's not blocking you, accept it. Now the question is not based on tomorrow. Question is always based on today. Today, I have this difficulty. Is it blocking me? You have to apply discrimination. Should I get rid of it? Or should I surrender prarabdha karma? So surrender prarabdha karma means it's blocking me. I have accepted the blocking also. That means you are peaceful. There's no question. If you have pain and you accept the pain and you are peaceful internally, your spiritual journey is over. Nothing to ask. No. This is affecting my spiritual journey. I'm not peaceful. I'm not able to do what I want to do in life. Do something about it. That discrimination is to be applied. And ultimately, God does something through you only. Through you also. The right action coming from right discrimination is also God only. That's why Sri Krishna says, repeat after me. Sri Krishna says, Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu Kamosmi Paratarshapa. So the desire in me, which is in tune with my dharma, is God only. So we think that desire is something wrong. No. Desire in tune with me, in tune with dharma, for required to perform dharma, for required is God only. Proper discrimination. Did you get an answer to your question? So your question was this thing. I have a health problem. Now, should I treat the health problem or surrender to God? If you're a monk, surrender to God. Die. If you have to die or meet God, whatever is that. If you're a householder, not only your health problem, your children are dependent on you, your family is dependent on you. You have to do something for you. You may have some pain also. Ultimately, you have to go cook food for husband, take care of food. Nobody will care. You have to do something. You have duties, right? So that you have to do. So now we are separating out that duty from should I take care of my health? Ask a question. Is this my health stopping any of performing my duties? Dharma? Then you need to something to it. No, is it stopping me from working towards my moksha or spiritual sadhana? You have to do something about it. No, that God will do. The God will do through you only. Proper discrimination is God only. Are you clear? We have two way of living. Completely surrendered to God. Then there is no questions at all. That I give example of Mata Amritamai. We cannot go to that level naturally. If you can go to that level, please go now. Not this moment, not tomorrow. If you can't go, then you lead a householder's life with karma yoga. Apply dharma. Dharma aviruddha bhutesh kamasmi. All desires which are in tune with dharma is God only. Accept it. But don't be selective in your approach. Any questions? Anybody on Zoom? It's too heavy? No. Is it practical? We are always we are not actually partial. So there is a sloka, there is a saying in Kannada. Halalladra haku, neeralladra haku. Oh God, I surrender to you. Put me in milk or water, I surrender to you. That means I don't care. But our surrender is, God, halalladra haku, neeralladra haku. Put me in milk or water. But put me in milk better. Please, when you're putting milk, why don't you add a little bit of sugar also? No, you're adding sugar. Little bit of the ghee and other things also will be nicer. It's your choice. But please take my appeal also. That is not surrender.
Yeah.
Right? Here, as a householder, you are certain responsibility to perform life. Even if you surrender, ultimately external demands will be there. They're called duties. Okay. I surrender to God. Tomorrow morning, who will come and cook for food for children? I have to do. That means I have doership is coming. I have to do something. So do your duty. And as karma yoga, that is the prescription for householders. Is it clear? Duty including family members and including yourself. Whatever stops in your spiritual sadhana, you have to get rid of it if it blocks you. If it doesn't block you, don't bother about it. Right? The karma yoga means doership is there. In total surrender, there is no doership. In karma yoga, doership is there, but drop the idea of doership as a surrender to God. Try to do best in a given situation without getting attached to results. That's the karma yoga. That's the prescribed way for householders. We get confused with sannyasi way of life, householders are there. No, you are a householder. The day you took sannyasa, your answer will be very different. Nothing wrong. Both are same. Sannyasa and karma yoga are same. Okay. But in Grihastha you have to do something as an instrument of God. The proper discrimination also is instrument of God. Dharma, dharma, viveka, nyaya, nyaya, viveka is also instrument of God. Okay. Okay. Ultimately, we are the instrument of God. God only does to us. How many crimes are committed in the world saying God only is telling us to do that? As per this book, I have to kill this person. God only is telling me through the book. Right? What all crimes are done in the name of God? Thinking that God only is telling. I have a top psychiatrist who is my cousin in Nimas, right? He says more than 50% of patients come there, say, I'm seeing God everywhere. See, God is sitting here, God is sitting there. Also, the God also is, right? What is God? What is not God? What is my illusion? How to separate this out? Okay. So that's where all sadhana has to be done under a competent guru, a gnani guru. Very difficult. Now, whatever sadhana we are doing, reading some books, seeing some movie, seeing some miracle stories, where is the discrimination? Where is the gnana? So people say, I'm bhakta. God is telling me to do something. He has not verified what is God is saying. No discrimination. That's why bhakti marga or jnana marga, yoga marga or kriya marga, always it's important to have the guidance of a realized master, if you can get. Otherwise, what will happen? Our vasanas and sanskaras will start putting on the God. Right? I have met people who have lost crores in business. I'm not telling false, I'm not telling imaginary stories, real stories. Crores and crores of money is lost. Why? Because the God is telling me to do this business through somebody who is connected to God. I'm telling real stories. Crores and crores of rupees burnt. Even now, the person says, God has told me to continue like this. So, in the name of God,
that is the real problem, Prabhuji, to distinguish between imagination, kalpanegu, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನಸ್ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದು
very difficult. In Sanatana Dharma, it's very clearly told you have to have independent reference because we are subjective vasanas. There are two independent references are given. One is Sadguru and Shastra, scriptures. Now, Sadguru tells something against scriptures, that's also not a reference. Finally, scriptures are a reference. Scriptures and Sadguru's life should be one. Such a person's advice, if you take, you will not get into illusion and hallucination. There's a two independent responses. There is actually in Japan, one person says, I'm enlightened. So, year 2000, world will end, all people commit suicide and will go to liberated. So, many people commit suicide. So, there's no reference of independent reference of scriptures. So, Sanatana Dharma knows this danger. The self-proclaimed gurus. Okay, scriptures should be there and guru should be there, and both should speak wisdom. Both should speak the same language. The guru's life should be in tune with scriptures. That reference is required. Otherwise, what will happen? We'll live in our own illusions. Even God is also an imagination. Kabir says, Guru aur Govind khade samne kisko jhukaye shiv. Guru and Govinda, if I stand in front of me, whom I should bow down? Then he says Guru. Because Govinda I cannot recognize. Govinda is imagination for me. All gods are imagination for you. Have you seen any God? Only God is imagination. So the God, the pure discrimination, pure jnana will have to come from Guru. Then only you recognize God as your inner self. Otherwise, we are living in fantasy world, imaginary world. Of course, it gives you relief. Okay. Actually, God uses a lot of relief. God is like a teddy bear. For the child, it's affair of nightmares. He'll go and get teddy bear and sleep. Teddy bear doesn't do anything, but it gives us relief. So God is used as teddy bear for somebody. God is an ATM machine. So God, my son has not studied well in IIT exam. Please give me 99.9 marks. That too in IIT Bombay. Teddy bear. No, please, I'm doing business. Please give me some money. Teddy bear. I'm saying something will happen. I'm not saying nothing will happen. Something will happen because of universal grace or miracle or coincidence or something will happen. Now, everything is done to get some benefit from God. God is the means. God is not the end. Okay. So there are many people like that. I met one person who says, I'm able to talk to Ramana Maharshi. How? With my eyes open, I can see Ramana Maharshi. Is he here now? Yes, he is here. Then what does Ramana Maharshi tell you? He tells me, when I get up in the morning, what should I cook? What dress I should wear in the office? And whom all I people meet? What should I interact? Oh my God, So real Ramana Maharshi is really here? Yes, yes. Then can you ask one question from Ramana Maharshi? This person is a doctorate in philosophy. Okay, I'm saying doctorate person. I'm telling real case. Please ask one question. What is Triputi and how to come out of Triputi? Triputi is the key question in Jnana. How to come out of Triputi? Please ask that question. And has Ramana Maharshi taught you Atma Vichara in time? No, no. So in the name of God, lot of things are done. Proper jnana is required. Viveka, and we do puja of Bhagavan Krishna and think that Bhagavan Krishna has told me something, we'll do. But we have not studied Bhagavad Gita. What to do? Jnana is required. That's why jnana is very important in life. So you should have a proper direction, guru or shastra or both in life. Otherwise, what happens? Our own vasanas will take it. I'll tell you one more story. One person I met, he walks into my room. I am conducting class. So I'm not able to meditate. What happens? I feel sleepy. Then I said, before meditation, don't eat food at least 2 hours. I don't believe in all those things. Huh? I believe in my guru only. My guru says you can meditate in time. Oh, okay. Then the nearby people say, this person is very, very spiritually evolved person. He went to Himalayas and spent 6 months searching for guru. Then he came back and says he has not found the guru. We are trying to find a guru of our own vasanas also. Such a beard, length of beard, such a hairstyle, such a dress, our own imaginations. Where are you to find your imaginary guru in Himalayas? Then he found his guru. His guru came in his dream. Okay. My guru is great. He tells me what to do every time. He started giving example. I didn't ask him. He started giving example. One patient came. He is an Ayurvedic doctor. One patient came. My guru told me to give him penicillin injections. I give him, penicillin injection. You are a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor. Yeah, my guru told me. Then what happened? I'm telling real story, okay? Not imaginary. That person started getting fits. This thing, tongue went inside. Okay. So then I said, even allopathy doctor, if they give a penicillin injection, but they will give a first test dose. After that, they'll give. Why did you? No, my guru didn't tell me. Okay. Then what happened? Oh, my guru is so great. He told me, I chanted my guru's name, put a hand gloves and removed the tongue, and the patient became all right. Thank God, thank Guru. I thought the Guru is very graceful to the patient. Our own imagination starts separate with God. Our own imagination starts separate with scriptures. So there's a perfect teaching in scriptures also. Love thy neighbor. Very nice teaching. Go and love neighbor's wife now. We start implementing our own way. That's why a proper understanding with the Gnani Guru is important. Scriptures themselves will not correct you. The Gnani Guru tries to correct you. Sometimes when Gnani Guru tries to correct you, leave the Gnani Guru and go because your vasanas are more important. That's why Sanatana Dharma importance is given to Guru and Shastra. How is that Guru? Guru's life should be in accordance with Shastra. Reading Shastra and looking at Guru's life should be same. There are many people, they say something and leave something else. That doesn't work. Many people are not able to quote Shastras, but whatever their life is in accordance with Shastra, that's also fine. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is like that. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa didn't know any scriptures, but his life is divine. People can understand it. Otherwise, we live based on our own vasanas. We ask God and God answers based on our own vasanas. Proper discrimination is important. Any questions?